Heidi, are you serious?
Cassia? You've got some nerve to be messaging me. What do you want?
Quit your whining, sis. This is important. I heard you're getting married to the nephew of the CEO of a major company. I heard he was chosen to take over when his uncle retires. Is this true?
Oh, so that's why you're messaging me. Well, it was bound to get out eventually, so I may as well just tell you. Yep, it's true.
How?
What do you mean, how? I'm an employee at his company. I work directly under his uncle, the CEO, so I guess that's how?
What?
His uncle introduced us when I moved up to my current department, and I guess we just started to like each other. How do you think these things work?
Anyway, when did you even start working for that company? They're world famous. How did you do it? You're a damn high school graduate and you're doing better than me? It's not fair. I was always the clever sister.
Wow, that's an interesting way of looking at the world. I see you haven't changed at all. I graduated university, you know.
Huh? You did?
Mom kicked me out as soon as I graduated high school, so I had no choice but to work, which I did, a lot, and eventually I was able to save up the money for my tuition fees. I ended up enrolling 2 years later than everyone else, but eventually I graduated with flying colors. I started looking for work with my new degree and got a job with the company I'm at now.
What? Not fair!
Okay, let me ask you, Cassia. Have you been working at all since you graduated university?
Excuse me, I don't have to work. I'm special. Someone like me shouldn't have to sacrifice their best years as some office monkey worker drone. I'm drop-dead gorgeous, so it's only a matter of time before I find myself a nice, rich, handsome man with enough money to provide me with the life I deserve. Unlike you, I don't have to resort to cheap tricks and desperate schemes to bag myself a man, because the man of my dreams is going to come calling any day now. Just you wait and see.
I have no idea what you mean by cheap tricks or desperate schemes, but the only reason I'm in my current position is because I worked, studied, and strove for a better life, and I did it all on my own with no one to rely on but myself.
Huh?
I don't need to be talked down to by some lousy deadbeat scrounger, who, despite being fortunate enough to have had all her tuition fees paid for, still somehow manages not to have found a job despite having graduated years ago.
How dare you speak to me like that? You're pathetic good-for-nothing, and me, mom, or dad never loved you.
It just goes to show that even a pathetic good-for-nothing can realize their dreams if they work hard enough and never give up. I'm living proof of that.
Ugh, you make me sick.
Bye, Cassia.
Heidi, I need to talk to you. Reply to me at once.
Let me guess. Mom? It's been a while. Hey, what's been going on these last few days? Cassia won't stop messaging me all of a sudden despite the fact we haven't spoken in years, and now you?
That's what I want to discuss with you. I hear you've been bragging to your lovely little sister about your new life, which you obviously achieved entirely by chance, and won't listen to a word she has to say. You always were the runt of the litter.
I achieved this by chance, did I? Think what you like, Mom. I don't care. Anyway, since it's her, I know that whatever she says would only disgust me, so why bother listening? There's another thing I've been wondering, too. Didn't you both have me blocked before?
We had no choice but to unblock you due to some new developments which unfortunately meant we had to get back in touch with you. You would know this if you hadn't interrupted Kazuya halfway through her explanation, and I wouldn't be having to explain to you now.
So that's why you messaged me instead.
That's right.
Okay, ready when you are. Make sure to keep it short.
When's the wedding?
Huh? I hate to break this to you, Mom, but you're not invited. In fact, none of you are.
Excuse me?
I already explained everything to my fiancé and his parents. They've been very understanding about the whole thing.
How amusing. Don't tell me you actually think you're going to be the bride.
What? I'm at my own wedding? Yes, actually, I did plan on being the bride at my own wedding. Is that not obvious?
It most certainly is not. There's only one young lady in this family suitable to marry a future CEO. And that's your lovely, adorable little sister Kazuya.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I understand. What?
The groom's name was Michael, wasn't it? Or Mike? He may think he's marrying you right now, but he's sure to fall in love with Kazuya the moment he sees her. He'll change his mind, there's no doubt about it. It's already decided. You're to be substituted for your sister, and she'll marry him instead.
What are you talking about? Have you lost your mind? There's no way that's gonna happen.
Oh, yes, it is. You'll see before long your arrogance will be your downfall, young lady. There's nothing my Kazuya can't do when she puts her mind to it.
Let's just rewind a little here. Do you even know Mike? Have you met him?
No.
Oh, that makes this weird fantasy of yours even more hilarious.
The only one fantasizing here is you. Do you actually think you, an unlovable, worthless, good-for-nothing, are actually worthy of marrying a future CEO? You need to get your head checked out if so. I suggest you cease and desist with these foolish fantasies at once, and accept your place in the world as the bottom dweller you really are. How about you find yourself a nice, homeless man to marry instead?
You're so sweet and charming, Mom. You have no idea how lucky I feel to have such loving parents.
Don't you dare get sarcastic with me, young lady. Anyway, all you need to know is that your sister will be substituted as the bride in your place on your wedding day. Make sure you let Mike know what's going on beforehand.
You're insane.
And you're an idiot if you think there is anything you can do to stop this. I'll tell you what, I'll prepare a message to pass on, since you're probably too dumb to do it yourself. Mike, I think my little sister Kazuya would make a far more suitable bride than me. I have thus decided to get out of your way and leave the two of you in peace forever. Please make Kazuya happy. How's that? You have no excuse not to tell him now I've prepared you a message. Aren't I kind?
That's not the reason I won't be telling him.
Shut up. Did I ask for your input? No, I didn't. Your attitude is despicable, young lady. Mark my words. If you do anything to jeopardize Kazuya and Mike's happiness, you will regret it.
I really wish you'd give it a rest.
I really do wish you'd stop giving opinions I never asked for. If you actually knew your place, this wouldn't be a problem. But you seem to be suffering from delusions of grandeur of epic proportions. You? With a CEO? Get real!
Whatever. You can say what you like, but I'm not telling you when the wedding is.
Do you think I can't find out for myself? You may be the runt of the litter. You may be the shame of our family. But this is finally your opportunity to do some good in the world. I suggest you take it and try to make up for being such a waste of space by making your adorable little sister happy.
Heidi, pick up. What the heck's going on?
Huh? Kazuya? Explain what? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one behind this. I just know it. To think you deceive your own family. Well, I hope you're happy. We fell for your little trap.
A trap? Allow me to repeat myself. I have no idea what you're talking about. Tell me what you're talking about, and maybe I'll be able to shed some light on things.
Me and Mike were supposed to be getting married today.
Apart from the bit where you said you were supposed to be marrying my husband, you are correct. The wedding is today. Can't believe you actually went out of your way to find out the details, though. You really will stop at nothing, will you?
Obviously. Digging around the net and local newspapers for details on the venue and schedule is a small price to pay if it means reeling in a big fish like Mike. Or it should have been. I put on my amazing new wedding dress. Then the three of us, me, Mom, and Dad, entered the chapel the wedding was supposed to be being held at. And just as I was getting ready to walk down the aisle, someone started shouting at us. The bride and groom were two completely different people.
What? Wait, what? What the hell did you do?
That's my line. Explain yourself now. And give me Mike back while you're at it. Where are you hiding him?
Just hold on a sec before we discuss that. Where the hell did you go? Did you say you went to a chapel?
Yes, the chapel inside Apple Hotel.
A hotel? Me and Mike got married at a place called Apple Church.
You got married in an actual church?
It's a church overseas. It's in Spain, actually.
Spain? What? You mean you're not even in America anymore?
Mike received almost his entire education overseas across various countries in Europe, from middle school to university, so he has tons of friends outside of America. That's why we decided to get married abroad.
Oh my god.
As far as I know, Apple Hotels and Apple Churches are both subsidiaries of the same parent company. Oh, I get it. You got mixed up with the word apple and ended up crashing some stranger's wedding. Oh my god.
This is not a laughing matter. The bride said one of her relatives is a lawyer, and she wouldn't stop yelling about how I owed her money for ruining her wedding. Not only that, but she says I owe her money for ruining her dress. And money for breaking some stuff inside the chapel. They say I'll be receiving a claim for everything, and if I don't pay up, I'll have to go to court. I never meant for things to turn out this way.
Wow, you did all that?
Please, sis, just help me out this one time.
Me?
I took out a loan to pay for this wedding dress. I have zero money left thanks to you.
I'm speechless.
Mom and Dad are broke too. Please, I'm at my wit's end here. You and Mike are the only ones I can rely on.
Just out of interest, how much was the wedding dress you took out a loan for?
$25,000.
Wow!
I had no choice. I wanted to show Mike that I was worthy of being his wife. He comes from money after all. What did you expect me to do? Show up in a bin bag?
Okay, so why don't you just sell the dress? Granted, you'll have to drop the price a little since it's secondhand, but surely if it's that nice, you'll be able to claw back some of your losses.
It's too late.
Why?
It got damaged beyond repair in the chaos. To be precise, it got ripped to shreds while I was fighting with one of the security guards who had me pinned down on the floor.
Oh my, Cassia. Just what the hell went down in that chapel?
Please, I'm begging you.
Nope.
What?
I'd just like to remind you, my own sister conspired with our parents to try and steal my husband on my wedding day. You disgust me, and I'm embarrassed by the fact that you exist.
Gah!
Anyway, my wedding's about to start. Have a nice life, and good luck with that debt of yours. See ya! I blocked my sister and parents after the wedding. I heard a few days later from a relative who I'm still on good terms with that the three of them received an enormous compensation claim from the bride and groom whose wedding they ruined by going to the wrong chapel. I don't know the exact breakdown of the charges, but I heard that there were some pretty expensive items among the things they broke, including some very old antique furniture of high historical value. The total came to a whopping $65,000. Good luck, that's all I can say. They were told they had to pay it in one lump sum immediately, news that made my mother faint with shock and my sister burst into tears. I heard that my dad quit his job and suddenly escaped in the night. He hasn't been seen since. I mean, wow, really? Those three are just as bad as each other. Anyway, this has of course left my mom and sister with no choice but to work long, grueling hours across several jobs. However, due to neither of them having held down a semi-decent job at any point in their lives, those several jobs mostly consist of adult entertainment venues like strip clubs. What do I think of the ignoble fate of my former family? Well, I won't deny it. Considering they basically joined forces to try and ruin my life, it's a little satisfying. I think they're getting exactly what they deserve.
Hello there, Jenny. Randy here. Remember me, right? Must be 20 years ago that we last spoke.
Huh? Randy? Seriously? Is this some kind of joke? This is a prank, right? Why do you even know my line contact?
I saw your line info on my mom's phone and got it from there. Without her noticing, of course.
Don't tell me. It was at Dad's funeral last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't very well miss my dad's funeral. It's been 20 years since I stepped into that house. I really didn't expect my ex-wife to be sitting there grieving with all the rest of my relatives.
I had no idea you were there.
Yeah, well, my mom was pretty insistent about me keeping a low profile. As a matter of fact, she especially wanted me to avoid you.
I see. I guess your mom was looking out for me.
I thought you were long gone, to be honest. After all these years, you're still friendly with my folks? Doesn't make sense.
Well, they felt bad that their son took off, abandoning your child. All they did was help their granddaughter. Couldn't just abandon her like they did. They supported me all those years. Your daughter was sitting right next to me at the funeral. I guess you didn't even notice her, did you?
Oh, yeah, I missed that. But I really can't get over it. What are my folks thinking? Taking you in and supporting you? And for what, 20 years? My God! Sorry, but I can't accept a daughter that you gave birth to. Never happened. If she's anything like you, the first thing that came to my mind was that she probably doesn't look very smart. I told myself I could never bring up such a half-wit. Don't you remember my educational background? I went to the top Ivy school in the country. I'm what you call one of the elites. And what, may I ask, kind of school did you send her to? Your local community college, I bet.
Are you still going on about that? How many times have I told you that you can't just judge people by what school they went to?
I told you I didn't want a kid, and when you went against my will and had one anyway, you wouldn't even consider putting her up for adoption. That's why I divorced you.
Well, you made the right decision.
Yeah, you could say that again. So, that means she's 20, huh? Already an adult.
What's it to you anyway?
I'm just curious how she turned out. Didn't get a look at her at the funeral, but I'm sure she looks as dumb as you.
I'm going to warn you right now. No way I'm going to allow you to meet her. She has no father.
Don't worry. I have no intention whatsoever of being her father. Forget that.
Hey, Mom. Just finished celebrating my birthday with friends.
Happy birthday, Wendy! How does it feel to be out of your teens?
All the same, nothing's changed. A bunch of us are heading over to the mall. Would you mind picking me in about 2 hours at the entrance?
Okay, no problem. The main entrance on Lincoln Street, right?
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
What is it?
we were at the cafe celebrating my birthday, and after we finished, my friend ran into this weird guy outside. Said something to her.
A weird guy? This was just a while ago? What did he say?
Yeah, like 15 minutes ago. He asked her if her mom's name was Jenny.
Are you serious?
Yeah, guy was like in his mid-50s, dressed kind of like a bum, and smelled pretty bad. I was wondering that maybe it was Dad. Didn't he come to Grandpa's wedding last month? He sent you a line message, right? You said he was keen about my 20th birthday or something. I wonder if he stopped by to get a look at me?
Well, if the guy is in his 50s, 4 years older than me, there is a good possibility it could be him.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Just don't be alone while at the mall until I pick you up. You got that? If by chance you run into him, just act like you don't know him and don't tell the guy your name. Do that and you'll be okay.
Yeah, got it, Mom. I'll be careful. Mom? Are you there? I think I just ran into my father.
Excuse me? You what?
Friend of mine went to the restroom and ran into this guy standing outside. The guy asked her if her mother's name was Jenny. Apparently her mom's name is Gina. I don't know, maybe she just heard wrong, but anyway, she said yes. Once this guy heard that, he started bad-mouthing her. Calling her names, calling her mom a whore, and chastising the way she was dressed. Right away, I thought it was Dad, and that he was actually talking about me. So I had to step in to help her. I mean, she was on the verge of tears. I don't know if that gave me away, that he knew I was actually his daughter, but... Anyway, I saved my friend, and we ran into the ladies' room to get away from the guy.
Oh my god, seriously? Just glad you're okay. I'm on my way over there. Just stay there until I arrive. You got that? Where's the bathroom at?
The one right next to Starbucks. Hurry up, Mom.
Just as I thought. She looked even dumber than you. But seriously, I didn't think she would be that bad. She was dressed like some call girl on 5th Street, for God's sake. You say she just turned 20? You're not serious. Are you sure she even went to high school? Right when I was talking to her, her buddy steps in and took her away. Now, if that friend was my daughter, I could forgive you. She looked way smarter and very pretty to boot.
That girl you lambasted at the mall, that was your daughter's classmate. And that pretty girl was your daughter, you idiot.
Huh? Say again?
Yeah, the girl's mom's name is Gina. Probably misheard you or something. I mean, it's not every day that some weirdo bum accosts you at the mall.
Excuse me?
Are you dense? That was not your daughter. Mistaken identity.
Huh?
Oh, and that girl you accosted? She's a college student.
What? You're kidding.
You accosted an innocent girl in public. Do you really think you'll be forgiven for chastising a young woman in public? It's the talk of the town now. People suspect that it was you. Totally embarrassing. How could you do such a thing?
Right. I was just... You know, I thought she was...
And another thing, my daughter is a college student now, too, just so you know.
Oh, yeah? Well, anybody can get into college nowadays. Like I said, probably some second-rate community college. What's she majoring in? Gender studies? I mean, you gave birth to her, and at a pretty late age of that, too. Giving birth late in the game deprives them of adequate brain cells.
Actually, she's heading to the UK next semester. Cambridge. I wouldn't say it's a community college.
Excuse me? You mean Cambridge? That Cambridge? That's one of the top schools in the world. What? Do you have connections or something? How could she get in?
No connections. Actually, she wanted to go to a local art school, but changed her mind and said she wanted to go overseas and picked Cambridge University. She applied and was accepted.
Hold on one second. How could you even afford to send her there?
Are you talking about me paying the tuition?
Yeah, a single mom like you. A woman that happily gave up a highly educated elite like myself. How could such a loser afford to pay tuition to Cambridge, for God's sake? No way you could afford to send your daughter to a university overseas. And besides...
Let me stop you right there, Randy. You're forgetting one thing.
What are you talking about?
If you recall, I was a manager at the company I was working for back when we got divorced. You do remember that time, don't you? Or are you senile already?
I'm just fine, thank you.
Well, it's been 20 years since then. Things have changed quite a bit. I'm a successful businesswoman now.
Huh? You're not serious.
Nevertheless, Wendy didn't want to be a burden and worked part-time for years to save for tuition. I think I did a pretty good job raising my daughter. And as for your mom and dad, they really felt bad about what you did to us, leaving us high and dry, abandoning your own daughter. They supported us all these years, more than you can imagine.
But I was only trying to... Hey, Jenny, are you there? Pick up ASAP. Why aren't you here? Where the hell are you?
Excuse me?
I put aside my pride and decided to get back together with you. I brought all my stuff. I'm ready to move back in with you. So, where the hell are you?
Wait, pardon me?
I came here to the house with all my luggage and rang the doorbell. And guess who answered the door? Big muscular dude, tattoos up and down his arms.
Randy, I have no idea what you're blabbering about. Hold it a second. Did you go to the Village Apartments down in Riverside? That old place we used to live? Is that place still standing?
Yeah, that's right. Where do you think I would go? If you're gonna move out, give me a heads up for God's sake. Man, that was embarrassing as hell. So, where are you living now? Give me the damn address. I'll hop in a cab and get over there right away.
Hey, Randy.
Boy, oh boy, I'm gonna regret getting back together with you if you keep acting like such a doof.
I've been happily married for the past 10 years.
Pardon me?
We lived there until Wendy finished junior high. We moved after that. That was like 10 years ago. Got married soon afterwards. We bought a house and have been living there with my folks ever since.
You married some other guy? Are you serious? This was 10 years ago?
Randy, what the hell is wrong with you? I mean, you abandoned your daughter even before she was born, and I haven't heard from you in 20 years, and now you want to marry me? That's crazy! Even if I was still single, no way I would ever get back with you again. You're living in fantasy land, Randy.
Yeah, well... I was only trying to... tell you the truth. I was fired from my job.
Huh? You got fired?
Yeah. We had a new employee come in. She graduated from the same school as me, so we hit off nicely, but I suppose I pushed it a bit far. Well, to make a long story short, she accused me of stalking her.
Are you telling me that you got fired for being a stalker? You were stalking one of your company employees?
Yeah, and I got kicked out of the apartment I was living at too. I couldn't cover the rent. At this age, I'm just not able to land a good job. That was about the time Dad died, and so I figured I would get a little inheritance, but it turns out he left me out of his will. I was left with nothing. I really thought it was the end for me, but then found out you were doing very well for yourself, and so I figured you could.
Hold it right there. You were hoping I would take care of you? Is that it?
Yeah. I guess it's about right.
Oh, yeah? What happened to the super savvy Ivy League success story you're always talking about? So after all these years, you managed to become a pervert. A stalker of young women, is that it? My God, what is happening to you, Randy?
I tried to.
And about your mom, she's going to enter the senior citizen home now that her husband has passed away. All she has to do now is sell the house and just move into the home. It's all set. Which means you have no home to go back to. Is that about right?
Why? Why? Why doesn't anything go my way? I graduated from an elite Ivy League school. I was guaranteed a successful life. I had it made. What did I do that was so wrong? I deserve better than this.
I think you relied too much on which school you went to and not on your character.
Huh?
Being smart and being an honorable person, it's hard to balance the two. You really should have worked on the latter. I recommend that you work on that going forward.
Hey, come on, Jenny. Let's discuss this, huh?
If you come around here again, I'm going to get my lawyer to make you pay for Wendy's child and education support, which you neglected to pay all these years. Are you ready for that?
Please. I don't have that kind of money.
Well, if that's the case, we never want to see you again. Forever. And I mean it. Forever.
Could you at least give me some money? I can't survive without some money.
Goodbye. I later heard that Randy returned to his old apartment. Apparently, he had it until the end of the month. In order to survive, he got a job as a construction worker for the time being. I hear he's just getting by. But old habits die hard, and he kept mentioning his so-called elite background, which, as you can imagine, that kind of condescending attitude infuriated people around him. Well, he certainly lost a lot of friends with such an attitude. Actually, I'm not all that surprised. If that wasn't enough, he was sued by that girl's family, the one he berated at the mall, and ended up having to pay compensation for emotional distress he caused their young daughter. All that was in a letter he wrote to me. The letter was 5 pages long. It went on and on about how the world had victimized him. I barely got through the first page before putting it through the shredder.